Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin against its production cost model, Bitcoin versus silver. But firstly, we are going to start with the ISM coming in with a big print. Hope you heard that correctly. I will repeat, a big print. Expected was 48.6. We overshot that by a country mile, coming in at 52.6. Very bullish. Why? Above 50 signals economic expansion. And if we just look at how the markets are responding to that now, it's beautiful. Bitcoin up 2.61%, ETH 4.5, Solana 4.5, Hey, 4.76, and deep Sui's liquidity layer 8.13%. Beautiful. So the fact that the markets are responding so quickly to this is very positive to see. The fact that economic expansion is happening while rates remain unchanged, it's just beautiful to see. And we've been taking a beat in the last couple of weeks, or couple of months really. So to finally get a solid bit of news that's actionable is very positive. And we'll have a look at Bitcoin versus silver now. What's interesting, and why I wanted to bring this up, is when we look at the RSI, this is the most oversold it has ever been in Bitcoin's history. And when we look at the price action, the sell-offs during bear markets have never been this aggressive. That has just fell off a cliff. When we look at the previous bear market, it was a lot more controlled in a sense. Granted, it didn't feel great, but it wasn't as brutal as what we saw there. So little sell-off, consolidation, little sell-off, consolidation, one final sell-off. Similar story back here. Impulse move down, consolidate. Gradual grind down, consolidate, one final sell-off, and the first one wasn't really much to write home about. But we're at historical lows. Historical lows. What we saw with silver the other day, 40% sell-off in 2 days, and the boomers say Bitcoin's too volatile. Well, welcome to our world, because we've been dealing with that for some time now. Not that I'm poking fun at the boomers. Everyone's got their part to play in the markets. But the fact that we're down here already so early in the year, again, does make me think we are closer to the bottom than the top. The ISM would confirm that as well. Had to go back to it. One final bit of positivity, Bitcoin and its production cost model. You can see back here in 2018, 2019, the first time we interacted with it, big impulse move higher. Granted, we came back down to it. Even when we interacted with it here, there was a nice bit of relief. One final flush through that level, slightly below it, but not too much. And then up and away we went. Same again at the end of the last bear market. Into it, slightly below it. What happened? Away we went. Mid bull, similar story. And we are where we are. Shared this morning. So if you used this to get into a little Bitcoin position, you'll be a couple of percent up. Well done, and you're welcome. I'm going to wrap this up here. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's nice to just be firmly bullish with things going our way. Hopefully it continues, these markets. But do you know what, actually, before I go, this is the stage now where no one is going to trust the pumps, because that is what happens. People's morale and belief gets so destroyed, understandably so, that any pump that comes after it subsequently just becomes an observable event where people think, that won't last, and all of a sudden things just keep going up, and you think, yeah, but it's not going to keep going up, and then it keeps going up. So I think we could, I don't want to jinx anything, I don't want to do a Kramer on the markets, but I think we could potentially see something like that play out. But as I say, hope you got something out of this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any questions, leave a comment. And in the meantime, trade safe, keep the faith, look at the ISM and stay bullish. Cheers.